All right, so today I wanted to share a case that came in last month, and she wanted to get care established with the office. And as a matter of a cursory screening, we use a T-scan to evaluate occlusion. So a patient comes in, they get all the traditional stuff that dental offices are known for, like a cleaning, a perio-probing, full mouth set of x-rays, and then right at the end, we check their bite and see if there's any issues. Lo and behold, during the screening process, I do see a concern that kind of alerts me, and I have a little candid conversation with the patient about bite force profile and what does this T-scan technology show us? What does it mean? So the patient's taking everything in that I'm saying, sees it on the screen, and is concerned to the point where she's like, "Well, I don't want to have to break a tooth and end up needing a root canal or a crown, or this is something that I see value to and I want to take care of." So again, no talk about crazy TMD cases or symptoms or whatnot. She just wants to take better care of herself. So we schedule an appointment where I do a bite optimization with T-scan only, and these are for patients that are asymptomatic. And so today she came in, and we saw her for the first appointment last month, and what you're looking at here is her And so what you're looking at here is just an abbreviated version of the T-scan data, but I took out a bunch of the stuff that would kind of draw our attention away from the main point. And when you look at this, you can see that she is basically balanced, her bite right and left. And I like this to be within 5 percentage points of right and left. It'll change a little bit here and there, and you have to do more than just look at this number here. When you walk around the inside of the arch, you can see individual percentages of bite force on that specific tooth, right? And so here we have almost a quarter of her bite is here, and almost a fifth of her bite is on this tooth. So patient elects to move forward. We go ahead and we do one revision, and she came back today and told the assistant, "Wow, I've had headaches and migraines for a very long time, and after he did that bite adjustment, I noticed that I wasn't waking up with headaches. I was sleeping the whole night through and wasn't waking up clenching and uncomfortable at 3 or 4 a.m. I'm able to sleep the whole night, and I feel rested. I feel really, really good." And so when I got into the room, I'm told all of this, and I asked her, I'm like, you never really volunteered that you were suffering from headaches or migraines or waking up clenching, that kind of thing. And she said, "Well, how many dentists have I been to where I've told the same story over and over, and quite frankly, I've got like three night guards, none of them work, and so I didn't share that information." So this is her pre-scan, and her post-scan looks like this. So again, she's pretty much balanced 50-50, but if you walk around and look at all of the bite force distribution on individual teeth, that one's a little high, and we did go ahead and adjust that just a touch. But for the most part, since she's having such a great response, and it wasn't even like this was a goal, we just wanted her to be more balanced all the way around, so she wouldn't be continuing to break teeth. So at the end of the appointment, I asked her, "Hey, how long have you been having, these headaches? I was, oh, quite a while. But she didn't give me a number. So I'm like, well, try to be specific about it. And she says, well, I know it was the year of my 20-year high school reunion. So that was in 1986. And now it's 2021. So that's 35 years worth of headaches and migraines that she was diagnosed with, that she might not have had to suffer as much, but she is thrilled. Again, I didn't want to do a whole full-blown DTR case presentation, because that's not what this is. This is just a matter of screening adults as they come in, new patients, talking to them about what their options are, and letting them decide where the value is. And it's great. I wish I would have known that we would have had the results that we were going to have, right? But we served the patient. She has every confidence in the technology and the treatment plan. And I think this is a great, simple way to just show you how important occlusion really is. Because we could have built her a splint, we could do ortho, full mouth reconstruction, we could do all sorts of stuff to try and eliminate her pain. But really what she needed was just a minor coronoplasty, and she's feeling the benefits. So I appreciate you sticking around for the full 10 minutes. And hopefully for some of you that are on the fence about getting the technology, there's some more added value here. For those of you that have the technology, maybe have it sitting in the drawer and are not using it as often as you could, start screening patients, and you'll probably be shocked at what they say and what you see. Now, the interesting thing is, what if you're a patient and you're watching this, right? So she was quite surprised at the results of just one visit. And so as patients are becoming more and more their advocate, and information's been made readily available on the internet, we have to caution ourselves. There's some pretty wild stuff out there, but there's also a lot of good information. And as a patient, you have to be your own advocate. Now, interestingly enough, this particular patient was unaware that her bite, she could not feel this right here. So just relying on patients to tell you how their occlusion is set up, not reliable. Thank you very much for hanging out and listening to me speak about something I'm very passionate about. Hopefully this opens some eyes. Hopefully some of this information may help somebody out there who's suffering. And I hope to do one of these once every other week, maybe once a month. That was my intent originally when I made the T-scan interpretation for clinicians Facebook group. But, sometimes life gets in the way, and we have great thoughts that never get executed. I'm going to try to be better about that and just share some information and some cases. If you have questions, join the group. Ask questions in the group. I'll see if I can't answer them in a timely manner. Please don't go to the group and ask me a question while the patient's in the chair. Have a little planning, a little forethought. I'd like to be able to help make dentists better versions of themselves. So come join the group. Please answer the questions. I'm going to post randomly to my Facebook page some of the stuff that I think could help both. And the T-scan interpretation for clinicians is doctors only. There are no patients allowed in there. There are no reps allowed in there, so you're not going to be sold to. It's just strictly sharing information from me to you guys. One last thing I just want to mention, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not a paid spokesperson for TechScan or BioResearch or any other dental technology or dental materials companies. I just think that this is a better way to treat patients. I think patients need to know about it. And I think doctors need to know about it, because after you've been doing this long enough, you start to discover some of the things that we were taught in dental school don't really quite work out the way we learned it. So hope to see some of you over there. Hope to get some feedback from you guys. And we'll be putting up another, or I'll be putting up another one of these videos in the next few weeks. Thanks.